The Reform UK leader and the ITV political editor clashed during tonight's episode of Peston. Richard Tice clashed with Robert Peston over Lee Anderson's refusal to apologise for controversial comments about Sadiq Khan. ITV's political editor grilled the Reform UK leader on the Ashfield MP not saying sorry for claiming Islamists had got control of the London mayor. The heated moment came as the show discussed the racism row surrounding Tory donor Frank Hester over alleged comments made about Diane Abbott. Mr. Tice said, "If someone does or says something inappropriate, appalling, shocking, you deal with it promptly. We've all had it and that's what you've got to do." But Labour MP Harriet Harman said, "I think the problem with you saying that Richard is your MP has been really whipping up toxicity against Sadiq Khan. Talking about Sadiq Khan having given London over to Islamists, which is utterly..." The Reform UK leader hit back. "Let's be very clear, what Lee was saying was that many millions of people are appalled that the streets of London, by his own admission slightly clumsy with language, he was saying we don't want our streets taken over by extreme Islamists week in, week out." Mr. Peston said, "He said the mayor was controlled by Islamists. I've noted that you've been many times asked to repeat those words. You won't, because obviously you don't agree with him. Secondly, you said his remarks were clumsy but he's never apologised for them." Mr. Tice replied, "His remarks were clumsy but he hasn't apologised for the sentiment of what he was saying, which is absolutely right, Robert, and that is that millions of British people are furious that our streets are being taken over and dominated by fear, and the Jewish community are terrified now to come out on the streets." Mr. Peston said, "This is not a trivial point because even Mr. Hester has apologised to Diane Abbott for being rude. He may not have apologised for being racist, but he has apologised for being rude. Actually, Lee Anderson hasn't even apologised." Mr. Tice insisted he had not apologised because the sentiment of what he's saying is absolutely right. He added, "We don't want our streets taken over by these extremists week in, week out."